I'm Nancy Fenn. Let me be your astrologer. Let's talk tonight about Saturn going into Virgo. Saturn went into Virgo a couple months ago, and it's putting pressure on those with a Virgo sun, a Pisces sun, and those who were born 28 to 30 years ago, 58 to 60 years ago, who have Saturn in Virgo. Let's go over our Virgo issues, and I love Virgos. So I'm going to be very sympathetic to you and help you understand what your issues are. There are issues like purity, goodness, service, work, duty, healing, guru, daily routine, cleanliness. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Order, organization, completion, perfection. So if you want to know what the upside is, take the positive aspects of those, such as someone with Saturn in Virgo is talented at bringing order out of chaos. So of course you arrive on the scene when there's a lot of chaos, because think of this with a play. There'd be a big mess on the stage, and then the trumpets would blare, do-do-do-do, well, here comes the Virgo to clean it all up. So most Virgos, or Saturn with Virgo people, are proud of that talent that they have. They know that they have a talent for detail and organization. And if you don't, it would be a good idea to listen closely and catch on, because it's not that you're the one that always has to clean up after the party, it's the talent that you have. And eventually, of course, you could be paid a lot of money for doing that if you position yourself in a field where people make mistakes and need to get cleaned up, like tax audits and running a company badly and stuff like that. Another big issue for Saturn in Virgo is health. If you're between 28 and 30, 58 or 60, you could experience a lot of challenges with your health in the next year or two. That's because the makeup of your personality in your chart is that you channel emotional and spiritual energy through your physical body. As you know, you're extremely sensitive. A lot of you, if you get a piece of bad news, you have to run to the bathroom. If you get a piece of disappointing news, you can throw up right on the spot. You can get a migraine. You can get a splitting headache. Some of you get fibromyalgia, myasthenia. Anything connecting the nervous system with the body is a Virgo issue, because Virgo is all about the subtle connections of the body. You see, our physical body is a manifestation of our etheric body, and the interface there, the systemic interface, is Virgo territory. So if you get sick, it's to teach you that. I have a lot of Virgo in my chart, and when I was 30, I felt so bad all the time. Finally someone told me it might be allergies, which was news to me. I had no idea. So I went to the allergist, and he started with doing all the tests, like this, and I just went, no, I'm going to heal myself. And I walked out of there, and I started to make changes in my life to where I feel better now than I ever have before. And I told you when I went into the doctor at 30, I said, if this is living, I don't want to live anymore. I feel so bad all the time. Well, it was my eating habits. I was smoking. I was drinking coffee. I was drinking some alcohol. I didn't have any idea how to manage stress. I didn't know how to set priorities. And I went out and changed all of that and restored my health. And that's one of the big messages that Virgos have. Well, I had to learn it by having an egregiously bad example and fixing it, and some of you will do the same during your Saturn return between 28 and 30. When Saturn goes through Virgo, it's a time for completion. Let's make sure that we separate perfection from completion. We're human beings, nothing is perfect. There just has to come a time when you say, it's done, it's complete, there's no more energy that needs to be expended in that direction. It's appropriate to close this chapter of the book, put it on the shelf, and open a new chapter. Perfectionism is a path to hell for someone with Saturn and Virgo. There's no two ways of putting it. A third and final issue is work. And elevated and conscious Virgo understands that to work is to live. What are we here for but to contribute our energy to the world? Everyone is good at something. It can be something very different. Sometimes you have to dig very deep. Do you think I was born knowing I was going to be an astrologer? No way. I was slated for all sorts of different things. But part of our gift back to our Creator is to find what our gifts are. What are the things that we're good at? One of my gifts is that I'm very good at listening to people. Well, that was never rewarded anywhere. I had to dig that out myself and take a look at that and go, wow. It's hard to find somebody that's a good listener. It's hard to find someone that isn't finishing your sentence in the middle of their own, and that isn't jumping ahead, or you tell them some sensitive thing and they say, oh, well, I know just how you felt. My parakeet died the other day. A good active listener is worth a gold mine in a lot of different fields, but I had to learn to pull out that quality of myself and give it value. So being a good Saturn and Virgo person is taking the time to explore the whole nature of work and service. The highest kind of work is service, serving others. Serving is the highest thing, not the lowest thing. On the outer plane, being a servant is lowly. On the inner plane, being a servant is the highest calling. Okay, so I'll just let you think about that for a while. As Saturn traverses through Virgo for the next couple of years. My name is Nancy Fenn, and my website is Let Me Be Your Astrologer.